Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Mohamed Fahmi, final year economics students, Kulliyyah of Economics and Management Sciences IIUM. So I will present about my recent findings on my topic, beyond GDP, redefining economic development paradigm. First of all, economic development is generally defined as a process of improvement in which the economic well-being and quality of life towards targeted goals and objectives. There are various types of measurements and indicators that show the progress and evaluating development of a certain country or certain community. So, did Islam recognize economic development? The answer will be yes. Even Islam has put a deep concern on economic development because it is vital to develop the human well-being. In addition, the way of Islam has also put and steered the right direction on how to develop economy integrated with ethics and moral values. The next question will be how we can measure the economic development after the decades of introduction of gross domestic product, or we know it as GDP. It is most widely accepted by the world in measuring the growth and development of the economy. GDP is a monetary measure that calculated the market value of all finished products and services within a range of time or within a range of within a period. So the economists have highlighted that GDP is an economic measurement which is mainly on output, but not as economic as a whole or the human well-being. So in my study, I do research on the opinions of great Islamic scholars. Firstly named Shah Waliullah, the second one is Akram Khan, and lastly Umar Chapra. To add with, I do also research on effort made by the well-known and prominent organization, international organization, which is United Nations Development Programme or UNDP. To begin with, I will start first with Shah Waliullah. Shah Waliullah was the famous thinker among Muslims in India. He was born in 1703. The economic ideas of Shah Waliullah can be found in his different works, including a number of letters given to different rulers, governors, nobles and friends. He emphasized that the weakness of the weakening or the downfall of Mughal Empire in India is a result of economic factors. Shah Waliullah stated that all of these economic factors that contribute to the downfall of the empire because of violating the concept of al-irtifaqat as-salihah, can be defined as a good socio-economic life, and this include the initiative required for the betterment of it. All of his economic views revolve around this concept of al-irtifaqat and its 4 stages, which covers needs from individuals developed to the international relationship. Secondly, I will talk about Akram Khan. Akram Khan is a Islamic scholar from Pakistan, and he was born on 1945. Akram Khan stated that the Muslim country has been focused on capital accumulation and gross national product or GNP growth. Thus, he said that the country abandoned or forgo the most important actor in the economy, which is human. Akram Khan believed that one way to resolve problems such as poverty is focusing on human resource development. And the third one, I will talk about Umar Chapra. He was an economist who was born in 1933 in India. He was being awarded King Faisal Prize for Islamic Study because of his tremendous contribution and efforts in the Islamic economics development. Umar Chapra outlined 3 main fundamentals of Islamic views on economic development, which are Tawheed, Khilafah and Adalah. In addition, he argued that the ultimate goal of Islam are two, namely ukhuwah or brotherhood among Muslims, which derive from the concept of Khilafah, and the second is Falah, can be defined as a real well-being of people, could be achieved by the concept of Adalah or justice. Next, I will talk about UNDP, United Nations Development Programme. UNDP launched the Human Development Index or HDI in 1990. which aim to shift the economic paradigm towards a new thought and put back the people to the center of development. The emergence of HDI had a very clear notion that real wealth of a nation is not material, but the people itself. Those three Islamic scholars, Shawidullah, Akram Khan, and Umar Chapra, had clearly stated their views and opinions on the development. Even the United Nations Development Programme, or UNDP, also introduced the HDI, Human Development Index, in order to shift the development focus from economy to the people. In conclusion, the main difference between Islamic perspective, as discussed by Islamic scholars, and conventional views is only part of religion, in which Islam brings humans to behave accordingly in a good manner, because Islam has the concept of rewards and punishment. Apart from that, I would say that the ideas and the contribution from those three Islamic scholars and UNDP are in line towards the same goal. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I believe the fundamental is the same, which brings back the people to the development. In my findings, I would like to conclude three main points. Firstly, the development should not focus on economy, but developing the well-being of the people will eventually lead to a better life quality and prosperity. Secondly, the process toward the development of human and other aspects needs to integrate and uphold moral values in order to avoid evil, such as corruption and crime. Thirdly, building the conceptual and knowing the problems that arise is a good starting point, but it is not enough if we are abundant or if we are forgo the real life data, which needs to be analyzed in order to make effective and innovative a solution. Therefore, a way forward, we need to develop a set of policy as well as a measurement by emphasize on the well-being and the human development towards sustainability and moral-based economy. I think that's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.